can't swim, and all the waves were crashing in.
Welcome to another week of painting. We're busy as always. I've been doing a lot on the piece behind me here. I also ended up doing something fun with one of my smaller pieces. You'll see it soon, but it's a lot of experimentation, and I've been busy getting new furniture, planning things with CLK. So there's lots to see and lots to talk about. So I hope you enjoy. I don't think I've ever shared this, but I actually work two jobs. I work with an artist directly, and then I'm also a gallery administrator. So it's kind of hard to find that balance between, social life, spending time with my partner, and then working two jobs, painting. Like, this is quite a big challenge a lot of the time. I find myself getting burnt out a lot. But I feel like this year my main goal is really to solidify my career and start actually feeling like an artist. It's hard to really establish yourself and feel like a genuine artist when you have so many side jobs. You don't really have the time to dedicate to developing those paintings and those ideas. I love my work. I love being able to be so immersed in the arts, but I feel like it's time where I need to really start dedicating myself. I've been applying to a lot of open calls. Open calls are so challenging because a lot of the time they either have an idea in mind already, the kind of work that they're looking for, or they're coming up with these ideas from the paintings that are submitted. So your work may be amazing, but it just doesn't quite fit with what the gallery envisioned for that show. So you could submit to the same gallery 4 or 5 times and still not get in, and then get in on the 6th. So it's hard when you're paying to submit and then getting declined. But it happens to everyone. You get more failures than you do successes. So hanging on to that one success is really important, and it kind of boosts you to the next one. So that's kind of what I'm holding on to now. CLK is starting with a new project, which I'm really excited about. And it's going to be filming interviews. And I'll share a little preview with you here now.
My personal preference is always shooting angled away from flat walls.
Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
First pull, and then it's just on Lee. That's Lee's cam.
Okay, recording. This is recording. That is dead.
No, I turned it off. Just to save battery.
Just
Test.
talk normally.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Gathered Arts Podcast, where we invite our creative community to join us and we talk about art and life as artists. I am one of your hosts, Katarina. I'm an oil painter and curator.
I'm your other host, Cass. I do tattoos and illustrations.
Hi, I'm the painter. My name is Lee, and the round brush is still my favorite brush.
Okay, and today we have Haley Axelrad. She's an amazing abstract oil painter, and she's based here in Toronto. Do you want to do a little intro into yourself and your practice?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a bullet fire, starting again.
Means
So, with the new year, I've been thinking a lot recently about how I present my work and how I describe my work. Because my goal for this year, at least for my career, is to be able to communicate more with galleries and be more involved, specifically with commercial galleries. I have a meeting Thursday with a gallery in the States where we're talking about possibly working together. And then I also have been talking with one in Norwich and a gallery in London, so UK, both of them. I think it's important to learn how to talk about your work and then how to really sell it, because ultimately you are the mode of contact between your ideas, your paintings, and what you're trying to say with all your work. So it's been difficult. So with that, I've been looking a lot at, different ideas that I've been carrying through all of my practice. And I've been seeing some commonalities, which I did mention in my last video. I'm sorry about the audio. I know it was shit, hence the new mic. And it's been a lot of trying to look through different ideas that I've been touching on and why I'm pursuing this imagery in my paintings. I need to find the right words so that I can have that conversation with the galleries and even just other artists and collectors. I need to have that vocabulary so that I can really engage with others outside of just, my set ideas within my paintings. Ultimately, you can have so many ideas about a painting, but it doesn't mean it actually follows through in the work. The composition, people might have different readings, and people will have different readings, and that's okay. It's always interesting to hear those different interpretations, but you still have to find that success in the ideas that you're carrying through, if that makes sense. That's really what I've been trying to deal with and what I've been trying to figure out for myself. It's been a lot of anxious kind of writing out my thoughts and just writing out gibberish. I always find that really helps, is just even if it's inconsistent or incoherent in any kind of way, just writing it out, rereading it, and that will help trigger that thought process of where you're trying to go. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been okay. I feel like I have made some progress. And like I said, I have that meeting on Thursday with the gallery, so hopefully I can figure it out by then. And then I guess it's just building confidence, really, which is easier said than done. But I've been enjoying painting this piece. You've been seeing it so far, or this is the beginning, I don't know. But there's a lot of layers to it and a lot of patience that's required for this one, because I need that kind of fleshy, transparent tones to it. It's definitely been testing my patience. I had to redo the whole hand. It's just, you have to know sometimes when it's not working and when to stop. Even if you spent hours or days or weeks on it and it's just not working, it's time to just move on, deal with the time spent, and figure out your next steps. We'll see though. I feel like I'm getting pretty happy with where the hands are at. I definitely want them really blush red almost, and then the arms I want almost drained of color with some greeny tinges to them. But that will come with maybe the next video, because again, you need a lot of patience for that. Other than that, I've been really obsessed with two actually new YouTube channels that I found. Lara Quinn, I think she's Irish, an Irish painter, but it's very ethereal and surreal. It's very similar to what I like to pursue, but she's looking at religious symbolism, which I think is the direction I'm going in. So it's a really interesting find, and I feel like even though she's younger than me, I'm learning so much from how she's researching and developing her concepts. And she just feels, her videos, her styles, like everything about it just feels very genuine to me. So check her out. Definitely highly recommend. And the other channel I've been watching a lot is Hometown Journal. I love the video editing. And then he's this video editor or documentarian, I don't know what to call him, this interviewer. He's going around mostly Europe and interviewing these really interesting artists in their studios or like in their space. And just the way the editing is, the videos, how it's all set up, it feels very engaging. It doesn't feel like a typical artist interview. It feels more like you're being invited to just hang out for the day, which I really enjoy. And I feel like it also initiates a deeper conversation with the artist so that you really understand where they're coming from and where their paintings are being conceived. So for me, it's really, really interesting. So I've been watching those. I think I've watched all of their videos already, so go check them out. My hands are frozen. -20. How do you feel about the chairs? Do you like them?
These are for protection.
I ordered these stretcher bars this morning and they're already here. So I'm excited to start stretching my piece. They're just 60 inches and 48 inches with lacrosse braces. Welcome to February 3rd. It's been a few days. I have a lot of updates for you guys. That meeting that I had with the gallery on Thursday went really well. So that was now about a week ago. I'm officially signed on. I'm a represented artist. So my work is now available on Artsy. That basically means I am going to be selling some of these pieces through the gallery algorithm. It is a US-based LA gallery, and right now, you know, with everything in LA, things are online. I am clearly very excited about that. Things moved very quickly, but I feel like that's a good sign for me at least. And hopefully things go well. I talked to a few of the artists that I saw were represented there, and I only heard good things about the gallery and the owners, so I have a feeling it's going to be a good collaboration. So go ahead and check that out, see how it's looking. I ended up having to take new photos of everything, which took so much time, but it was well worth it. Now I have like high quality photos of all my pieces here, so that's definitely something that I should have done a long time ago. What else? Oh, we filmed our first podcast episode yesterday with Robin Esquini. that's not going to come out for a while still. It's going to be probably in the spring. It's probably going to be coming out in the spring of 2025, but we're going to be filming a bunch of episodes in the next month or so, and then editing and releasing it soon. So make sure you go follow, see what's happening. Follow us on Instagram as well. We'll be sharing some of our behind the scenes and kind of process work as we go. So you'll be able to see some of the artists that we have on and I guess look at the setup. It's a busy start to the month, the year really, but it's gonna be even busier. And this is what I wanted, so what else can I ask for? This piece is really close to being done. I basically softened things up. I added another layer, just like a glaze of phthalo green over top of the dandelions. And I think it's really making it pop more and makes everything more cohesive and less kind of like chalky. And then I ended up adding a tint to like the shirt and painting out the pants here, as you see as I get paint on me. And I'm lifting certain highlights just to give an illusion of shape almost, but it's very, very subtle. I want it to blend more into the background and just be not as distracting to the overall composition. So I think I'm gonna do one more glaze over the shirts. It's a little too like purpley red right now, and then soften some of the transitions on the actual arms and hands just a little bit. I like how harsh it is, but I want it to just be a little softer. And then the final addition is going to be droplets falling up the canvas from the hands. Red droplets. They're going to be blood. I know it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's everyone's cup of tea, but I'm really drawn to that kind of aesthetic right now and exploration into, I guess, the hypocrisy of how we talk about blood. But that's for next time. Right now, all I'm focused on is figuring out how many droplets I want and when to convene them so it's all up straight. Yeah. So it's busy time and it's gonna get even busier.